Hi everyone, my name is Hanaya from Children's Museum Houston, and today we're going to talk about ancient Egypt. This wonderful book by Scholastic on ancient Egypt. What Egypt is most known for is its mighty monuments, the Great Pyramids. And on the pyramids we see the Sphinx. The Sphinx was a mythical creature that the Egyptians believed was a protector. It's a lion's body with a human head, and that's the reason why you see them on the Great Pyramids. This one of Khufu that we're looking at, which is in Giza. Now, this particular pyramid was one of the largest structures in the world for almost 4,000 years, and it was 481 feet tall, and it took 20 years to build. That's 2 decades. Can you imagine? The Egyptians created the Great Sphinx, we talked about that, to guard the pyramids. And the statue is as tall as the White House, and its feet are as big as a city bus. Now, you have to think, if it took 20 years to build these amazing structures, who is doing all that work? Well, I'll tell you, the workers who built the pyramids did not have machines like we have today, and everything was done by hand. So they would cut the stone, put it onto boats, sail it up the Nile, make some kind of way to engage them to come and drag the blocks from the boats, and then they hauled them up ramps to build these Great Pyramids. So also, because it took 20 years, they couldn't go back and forth to work like we do these days. So they actually lived right there by the pyramids. In 1999, an ancient town near the pyramids was found and unearthed, and they found that they could see that people lived there. It was bigger than 10 football fields, so that lets you know around how many people it took to do that. This book has amazing things about King Tut, about Nefertiti, about all kinds of interesting things on ancient Egypt. I know you're going to have a great time going through it. Here are some ideas that you can also talk to your kiddos about. Ask questions in the book, like, why were these tombs so important to the great pharaohs that they would take half their lifetimes to have them built? What was the importance of them? Why was it so important to have them built so huge and so grand? Also, another thing you can do is talk about the difference in the life of a pharaoh and a common person. What were things that were the same and what were things that were different? One of my kiddos did some cool charts to show this. You can talk about similarities and differences. On one, as you can see, you can just kind of number them up and down, or talk about things that were similar, different, and things we all have in common. Because even though one was a commoner, one was a pharaoh, which was considered a god at that time, they still had things in common. Also, things that were the same, things that are not the same. List them, talk them out. It's a fun way to extend the learning and really enjoy this book. I hope you have a great time learning about ancient Egypt, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.